Most bad adult dogs did not start as bad dogs. They started as cute puppies whose owners were making very bad and deadly mistakes, and most of them were not even aware of these mistakes that they were making. They did these mistakes without even realizing it. And by the time most people started realizing, the dog was already bad, stubborn, aggressive, destructive, uncontrollable, and emotional unstable. Yes, before they even realized. In this video, I'm going to be showing you the biggest mistakes new puppy or dog owners are still making even this year. And trust me, some of these mistakes, if not all, are quietly ruining the lives of these dogs or their dogs. Yes. Now, the first on the list is humanizing dogs too much, or puppies too much. Oh, you just got a puppy. Oh, my baby, my baby. See, it is very okay for you to love your dog, to love them very well. But you don't need to humanize them. You need to set boundaries. It is very important. When you humanize dogs too much, I'm not saying you shouldn't humanize them at all. You can humanize them, but humanizing them too much can be very destructive. Yeah, I'm telling you. It can be very destructive. You need to set boundaries. This is a dog we're talking about, an animal. So you need to put in structure in place. Structure is very, very important. And number two, we look at poor socialization. I always hit on this. As soon as you get a puppy, you need to start socialization, start training them as soon as possible. Take them in your car, move around, let them know what it feels like to be in a car. Take them for walks, let them know what it looks like to have people around. Take them to places they get to hear sounds, see different type of movement, noises, and so on. The earlier they get used to these things, the better for them. So socialization is very, very important. And most dog owners, most puppy owners fail to do this. As soon as they get the puppies, they just keep them in their crate or in the compound, and that is it. No socialization. And when these dogs start hearing strange sounds, maybe like gunshots, maybe like horns, maybe like cars, you see them being frightened. So socialization is very important. Number three on the list, inconsistent discipline. Inconsistent discipline. You see your dog messing up, and today you correct, tomorrow they make that same mistake, you ignore, and you just correct when you feel like correcting. That shouldn't be the case. You have to be consistent in correcting and in disciplining them. When you fail to be consistent, they get used to that. Oh, he's inconsistent, so I have to do this today. I know he may not caution me, he may not discipline me today. No. But when they get this feeling, this idea that, oh, anytime I mess up, I get disciplined, I pay for it, you see them comporting themselves. So inconsistent discipline is also a big issue that needs to be fixed. Number four on the list is very common, overfeeding. A lot of dog owners feel if I feed too much, I am showing that I love my dog. There's what they call obesity, just like we have it in humans. Animals also have it. And just the same way it can be very dangerous to humans, that same way it can be very dangerous to animals, to dogs. So you have to cut down on the feeding. Make sure you give your dog the amount of food they need to eat at that time. You don't need to feed them too much until they have a very big and swollen stomach or tummy. You don't need to do that. You feed the right portion at the right time. If you're going to be feeding 2 times a day, let it be smaller portions. If you're feeding once, a better portion. You don't need to overfeed them. Feeding them 5 times a day, 20 times a day, 50 times a day. Now, as puppies, they need a lot of protein, a lot of nutrients to grow properly. So the right feeding frame is 3 times a day. or 2 times well portioned and nutritious meal. But you don't have to overfeed them. It is very important. Overfeeding can be very, very harmful to your dog. They develop gluten. They begin to, when they don't get the right food or that big portion where they have to eat and remain, then they start looking out for anybody eating. Whoever is eating, they go to the person. That is bad. Number 5 on the list, ignoring obedience early. I always tell people or dog owners, as soon as you get your puppies, start training. As soon as you get that puppy, whether at 5 weeks, 6 weeks, 7 weeks, 8 weeks, start training them. Basic obedience will help you. Basic obedience is definitely going to help you. So as soon as you get your puppy, do well to start training them immediately. Sit, come, go, down, leave it, no, and so on, so that they get to know, oh, there are commands I need to follow. Okay, this is this command, this is what I need to do, this is what I need to do. When I'm doing this and I hear this, I should do this. That's how it should be. And you need to start it as early as possible. That's the number 5 mistake a lot of dog owners, new dog and puppy owners make. That is very, very dangerous. Number 6, no crate training. I see a lot of people come to me, so logarithms. I bought a puppy and I kept her or him in the cage and he's been whining and crying all day. That is training. You have to be consistent with that. They need to be crate trained. They need to be potty trained too, so that they know when to trash their things. They know when to behave at the right time. They know how to comport themselves in their spaces or in their space. Very, very important. Crate training is very, 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 very important. And number 7, which is a very common thing amongst new puppy owners, buying dogs based on appearance or aesthetics. Oh, I see this dog, they call it the Beachcomb Fries or the Lhasa or the Shih Tzu or the German Shepherd dog, or I love this breed, I need to get one. You're getting that dog for just because of appearance. You did not even evaluate the breed. Am I compatible with this breed? Is this breed going to be okay for my lifestyle? Will I have the time to train this dog, move this dog? Does this dog require exercise, grooming, and so on? These are questions you need to ask yourself. Unfortunately, most new dog owners do not ask this thing. As long as they have the money to pay for that, they are good to go. And that is why many of them end up dropping these dogs at the shelter, putting them down, or selling them off. And that's bad. So you must stop and avoid buying dogs for just appearance or aesthetic. There should be a tangible reason. Guard, protection for this, companion for that, and name them. There should be a reason. And appearance is not a reason. It's not a good reason. It's not enough. So these 7 mistakes are very common amongst 99.9% of new puppy owners. Yes, at the end of the day, a puppy is not just a pet. It is a responsibility that requires the right mindset and a long-term commitment. That's the truth. So small mistakes you accept or approve today can become the biggest issues you would have with your dog. Remember, bad dogs do not just become bad dogs. They were once cute puppies. So when these cute puppies start making those mistakes and you accept them and approve them, when they become full-grown dogs, they can be a very big challenge, big threat to you, your family, and those around you. Good dogs are not created by luck. They are created by structure, consistent leadership, and proper socialization. So I hope this video was helpful to someone out there. So if you're a new puppy owner or you've had puppies before and you checked the list and you see you've been making some or all these mistakes, do well to correct them. And trust me, you'll be glad you did so. Remember to subscribe if you're not yet subscribed to this channel. And don't forget to turn on the notification bell. If you have questions for me, do well to leave your questions or your comments in the comment section. And if you found this video helpful, don't forget to also like the video. I'll see you next time. Thank you.